Clock builder looks at the long term. Time teller looks at the short term. Clock builder builds an institution. The time teller wants the short-term glory. So I thought that was very, very apt. Another thing he said, and he talked about the earlier families of the 60s. I happen to be one of them. And what he does talk about, that Dawuds and Adamjis and Bhawanis and Habibs, etc., etc., we did not come up to the mark. Let's be honest. We all used the events of 1971, and they were painful. But that was so many years ago. Yes, it happened, but you all have to bend down, pick up the shackles, and start again. That's what it's all about. That's the nature of the beat, and we didn't. So it's absolutely correct. His talk, his just movie that we saw, and that was a wonderful one. Fellow executives, men and women, we will never be a great nation until businessmen think greatness of their function. We will never do it. We have to dream greatness. If all of us dream greatness, the nation will be great. And we have to play our part. Yes, we do want visionary leaders in Islamabad, but let us start being visionary here in this very room. Government is not going to help us. It is us, ourselves, who've got to take decisions, have our own vision, and let us all not be ashamed of dreaming greatness. And if you dream it, you'll do it. Because as they say, if you can dream it, you can do it. Okay. That is really the bottom line. So, Irfan, thank you ever so much. You've opened the doors for us.
Well, no one better than Razzaq Sahab would have summarized this and distilled to the lowest common denominator. He had that uncanny ability to do that, and that's why he's one of our heroes and one of my benefactors, and I admire him a lot. So thank you very much for doing a wonderful job. There's one thing I thought I want to leave behind is let's stop. Every time now you go, and more recently, everyone says, look, we've been 63 saal ho gaye, 60, and then what can we do? We've got a bad luck that we've got, every time we got a bad leader, right? So that reminds me of a talk show which I saw about 10 months ago. I don't know, I was in Karachi or somewhere, and these days talk shows are very lively and animated and and can get quite wild sometimes. So, but this is a very important one. Razzaq Sahab, you like to hear this. So there are two hosts, two guests and one anchor, and they're talking on again the same subject of, what can we do? Bad luck. We all got wrong leaders, right? And what can we do? And so there's one of the guests and the anchor are talking, okay, on this subject and blaming the leaders. And there's this Jala sitting there and, watching this. So he couldn't probably take it. After 10, 15 minutes of the dialogue, he was like this, okay? And then he gets up, says, look, sir, do you mind stopping here? He said in Urdu. And he said, "Aap rukenge?" Everybody heard. He said, "I have had enough." Okay. And you do mind if I can tell you what is actually, there's all nonsense about leader mile hain, ye mile hain, to mujhe aap ijazat dein, main kuch kehna chahta hoon. But he said, I'll say it in Punjabi. Okay. And that's what he said. He said, "Sir, ye sab bakwas hai. Asal kya hai? Jeho jiya muh ho jai chaped." Okay. So please, let's stop blaming the leaders, right? as Razzaq Sahab said, let's look inside and we'll find all the answers by the way. Thank you.
May I now take the honor of requesting Mr. Abdul Razzaq Dawood to present a memento to Mr. Irfan Mustafa for his wonderful presentation. I would also invite Dr. Diya Malaib, CEO Imar, to please come forward and present a memento to Mr. Abdul Razzaq Dawood.